Well, here we go again then. It's been a long time since I've done a journey and recorded it in any rate. Had a very quiet year this year for one reason or another, mainly work commitments. For anybody that saw my last set of videos, you might recognise this bus stop. I came to this bus stop and caught a bus to Plymouth and had a lovely few days out in Dartmoor and up in North Devon. Today's journey is very different. It's a lot shorter journey. This is a work day and I'm just out after work. I'm not travelling an awful long way and I'm doing something very different, something I've never done before. Champing. If you don't know what champing is, you need to stay with me. Stay with me, it'll be worth it. Okay, so here I'm just travelling through the outskirts of Bristol and into the Ashton Court estate. Ashton Court has been the site of a manor house or a mansion from the 11th century, and prior to that even was a deer park, which it still is today. Always great to see the herd of deer here. Now the house itself has obviously changed an awful lot over the years. This is not an 11th century building. It now belongs to the city of Bristol, so it's a leisure venue basically for the people of Bristol, or certainly the grounds are at any rate. The house itself, there's the little cafe there you've just seen, is used for different things. Today there's a coroner's court being held in there, so the council make use of it as need to be. It's obviously been improved and extended over the years, and it's a fantastic Grade 1 listed building. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've spent many an hour riding through the grounds here, and I do have a little fantasy about one day maybe doing a stealth camp. Just the idea of doing a camp in the grounds of an old mansion like this that would have once been, you know, one for the privileged only, really appeals. Right, so I'm now on the Festival Way cycle route and heading towards my next main destination. This is through the village of Long Ashton and onto the Tyntesfield estate, a National Trust property that I've not visited before, passed by it several times, but the intention at this point is to visit the Tyntesfield estate. So this is the entrance to the Tyntesfield estate, or so I thought. But the sign there says I can't get in that way. I was hoping to ride through the estate, see the house, and then over the top to my destination today, but that's now not going to happen, so I shall have to look for another route. Tyntesfield estate, which I wanted to visit. I say if you can hear me, because you can probably see I'm on a pretty busy road. It's rush hour. There's the entrance to the estate, but yeah, I've had to ride up and around to the top entrance. Couldn't get access down at the bottom as I'd hoped, so I'm not going to have time, unfortunately, now to visit that, which is a shame, because it does tie in with my final destination, which I'll tell you about shortly, because I'm not too far away now. So I'll catch you in a few minutes' time. What a change. This road is just off that busy Clevedon road that I was on literally a few minutes ago. Totally different. So, as always, a long and difficult hill climb is often rewarded with a view, and there we are, the view down to the Bristol Channel and the bridge there, Severn Bridge. Not the best of days weather-wise, but yeah, and that is where I'll be heading in the morning to work, because tonight is a work night. So in the morning I shall be heading down there. I'm very close now to my final destination for today. So thanks for staying with me so far, and I hope you're not disappointed when you see it. In fact, I can see where I'm heading now, I think. Okay, so here I am, just arrived at St Bartholomew's Church, Failand, which is where I'll be spending the night. It's Champing. It's staying at a church. Certain churches, as it says on the sign there, did you know you can stay overnight in this beautiful church? Yeah, certain churches allow you to stay overnight. You do have to pay for the privilege, but I really don't mind that, to help preserve this beautiful building. It is a working church. It took my breath away a little bit first time I saw it. I'd seen a few pictures and such, but I didn't expect it to be this sort of size, this grand. There is a little bit of a story to this church, because it is a little bit out on a limb. There's sort of half a dozen houses or so in that direction, and very little else until Failand village, which is not a long way away, but sort of half a mile away or something. I think this building was built in the 1880s, I forget the exact date, and when it was built it was envisaged that a new road was going into Clevedon nearby. That I think is the road that I was on earlier, the entrance to the Tyntesfield estate. So although it's nearby, it didn't actually pass this spot, which was expected. So this church was left somewhat out on a limb, which is to my benefit today, because it means I've got the whole building to myself. I'm going to be spending the night here, so that's fantastic. There's a lady going to meet me and just give me the keys and show me what's what, I believe. So I'm going to get the bike in, see if the church is open, have a good look round, and we'll go from there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, so I'm in. The door's locked and nobody appears to be here as yet. As I said, there's a lady meeting me. I did say I'd be here around 5. It's 4:30. So I'll just take a quick walk around the church. I'm sure the bike will be absolutely fine out here. Obviously having... Yeah. Look at that window. That's beautiful. I keep saying that word beautiful, but it is a beautiful church and it's in a beautiful location. There we go, although it's not far from that road. It's a very rural area. So this little section obviously speaks for itself. I got the drone up. The view here initially is out to the Bristol Channel there, you can see in the distance, and basically just shows what a rural setting this beautiful church is in. Just a quick word on this next little clip. It didn't quite come out as planned. I was trying something new with the camera on my helmet and it didn't quite come out as planned, so apologies for that. You'll see what I mean, but I really needed to include it and didn't have time to reshoot it, so there we go. Right, here we go then. Let's see if we can get the full experience of this church in through the main door. Tower. I shan't be going up there tonight. Although it is a thought. And here we go. How's about that? What an experience, and I regard it as a privilege really to spend the night in a building like this, let alone to have it to myself. It's fantastic. I did mention earlier that I wanted to visit the Tyntesfield estate. One of the reasons is I've never been before, and also the church organ was donated by the Tyntesfield estate to this church, so that's where the tie-in there lies. The church is still used. It's not used a lot because it is out on a limb. It has a sort of sister church, if you like, up near the village of Failand, just up the road there, and they use both churches. I think the other one's used more than this one. Pretty straightforward for the church. The bike's there, and this is me for the night. I provide a camp bed, bring my own bed in, a sleeping bag and such. That's just my gear there. There's quite a beautiful tapestry there on the wall. A beautiful window above. Although the church is only sort of just over 100 years old, it's built on a 14th century design, or mainly. Beautiful roof. And there are all mod cons here, which you don't get in very many champing churches, I'm led to believe. Yeah, there's a little kitchen. I've already had a coffee, warm me up. It's a bit chilly already. And toilet and sink there. So everything I need for the evening. You won't be surprised to hear I've stocked the fridge up. A couple of beers. We're on the Brewdog Hazy Jane tonight. A couple of those. I did check, and they don't mind you having a little drink in the church. You know, as long as you're not doing anything silly. And there's a chicken madras and rice for the microwave. It's not really like camping, is it? They provide tea, coffee, milk, even a couple of little Kit Kats there. So yeah, St Bartholomew is at Failand. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the night. Work for me in the morning is literally just down the road in Avonmouth. So I'm probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles from work, maybe not even that. So yeah, be an early start. I think I'm in work at 6:30. I need to check that, but yeah, work in the morning. So I should be leaving quite early, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get here and enjoy this while there was still some daylight. Got the drone up there and had a look around. Hopefully that's come out and you've seen that. Yeah, there we go. That's your introduction to the church at Failand and Champing. There are lots of beautiful churches you can visit. This is the last month of this year that you can actually visit one of these churches. It's sort of mid-October now, and they open from the 1st of April to the end of October. So if you're inspired at all, or you're interested and want to look for one near yourself that you can visit, then yeah, April to October, Champing on the website. I'll catch you later. Okay, so good morning campers, champers even. Yeah, I'm up bright and early. It's just after 6 in the morning. As I said, this is a work day for me, so I'll be setting off shortly. Had a good night's sleep, very peaceful in here, as you can perhaps imagine. Cold, probably colder than I expected. I did make use of the couple of blankets that Christine, the lady that looks after the church, kindly provided. So they did come in useful. I did have other layers that I could have worn if not. I was prepared for that, but yeah, it was chilly. But just a great experience, again, to stay in this church. As I've said, and as you'll know if you follow my videos, I've not made very many videos this year at all. Not had a lot of opportunity to do a lot, partly through work and just the way the year's gone with different commitments. And sort of felt really needed to squeeze something in. So yeah, this has been very enjoyable and very different, to especially on a work night, to be able to get out and do a little bit of something a little bit different. It's certainly something I'll not forget in a hurry. It's not quite over yet. I've got to get to work, and it's lanes and a little journey that I've not done before, certainly half of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love going on new ground, however short it may be, and I also love riding early morning. I do anyway. My commute to work, I often start work at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not in until 7:30 today, which is why I'm still sat here at this time. But yeah, looking forward to that little ride in. I don't know whether I'll come back to you with anything else on the way, but so if not, I hope you've enjoyed this little introduction to champing, as anywhere near as much as I have. If it inspires you to do it, it's certainly an option to take in as part of a tour or anything like that you might not have considered before. There's several churches, I don't know how many, I think there's around 20, if I remember correctly, around the country that are available for this. So yeah, champing, I've loved it. I hope you enjoyed coming along the journey with me. Catch you next time. Just couldn't resist sharing this with you. What a beautiful atmospheric morning I'm greeted with. My journey into work, gorgeous. Thanks for a lovely stay, church. Sure I'll see you again. And thanks for staying with me on YouTube. Bye for now.